Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. This week we've got Kill Team and also some Legions Imperialis.
Yeah, Kill Team Wave 3 again.
Yeah, Kill Team the third, 3.3.
Now this is more exciting than the last Kill Team though, because we are getting new teams.
Yes, we're getting the next box.
Woo!
So we have Kill Team Brutal and Cunning. This is Brutal and Cunning, not Brutal and Cunning. You know, that's Ork.
It would be
The
Ork on
Cunning in
Ork
this-
if that was the case.
Right, this is Ork on Ratling, which is a... Never mind, I'm not going to finish that sentence. So this is the next Kill Team box. So this does a couple things. Number one, this confirms the pattern that they've been holding for a while, and it looks like it's continuing, which is these dual boxes don't contain full terrain kits. They just contain expansions for the existing terrain kits.
Yeah, some like little upgrade stuff.
Yeah, in this case, it's upgrade stuff for for Volcus terrain, and these are like little breakable walls that you're supposed to be able to like smash through, especially the orcs, I think.
Yeah, because they have the this is actually relevant for what we're gonna see later too. But yeah, they have some ways to like cut through and bust through walls because they're what are they called again? I keep forgetting what they're called.
Rekkas, the Rekka crew.
No, what the old like guys with the rocket hammers used to be called.
I don't know. I don't play orcs.
We talked about it last time. Anyway, yeah. So they have big old rocket hammers and like servo arms, and yeah, these guys are sick. Anyway,
So we've seen these models before. We'll briefly mention them here. Ratlings. You've got the Ratlings, who are just basically space hobbits.
Yeah.
And then of course the orcs, who are even better than normal at smashing things.
no, and then we have the best model in the worst box, which is the little pug, the battle pug back here.
I like how one of the Ratlings just has a megaphone.
Yeah. He's so small, he gotta get his voice out there.
Yes.
But yeah, again, mentioned it before. Models are great. Can't wait to see their rules. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Moving on, because we've got a lot to talk about.
Killzone Volcus. So this is the terrain box that came in Hivestorm.
Yep.
Having played on this terrain a lot now, 4 or 5 matches, it is great terrain for Kill Team and in general.
Yeah, it's really good. It's surprisingly versatile because you could use it for 40k with no problem.
Oh yeah, pretty easily. I think it's intended,
Yeah.
I'm guessing, that these kind of match a lot of those profiles that are used in competitive 40k.
Yeah. And yeah, I've played on it a couple times too. It is classic outer world, I guess.
It does have some rules about being close quarters environment because like torrent weapons are buffed.
Yes, that is true. It is not the generic no rules type thing like it was
Right.
previously.
Right.
But yeah, good stuff. I'm glad to see it on its own without being Hivestorm.
Yep. Speaking of Hivestorm.
Woo. Goddamn
We got-
Stingwings, the orange boys.
Yep, we now go into a bunch of box releases of things that have already been released,
Yeah.
but they're being released as updated Kill Team 3.0 boxes, which means they'll come with some specific tokens.
Tokens and the data cards are separate.
And, yes, the data cards are separate. I believe the tokens come in the boxes with the models.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, the data cards are completely separate. Which is good, because that way you can buy the data cards if you want the data cards. Do remember, though, I mean, not to undermine them too much here, but all of the rules are available on the free app, which is actually quite fine. Yeah, it's just a PDF viewer, but I think it's quite sufficient.
Yeah, it'll be okay. I mean, if you want to, there's the downloads directly on their website, and you can print them off yourself or use that as reference instead or whatever.
But some folks like physical cards, so if you do, they're there for you.
Yep.
We'll go through these relatively quickly, because we've seen them all before. That's what Steam means, which I've been playing. They're quite fun.
Yeah.
A little squishy, but quite fun. Very mobile.
I mean, they're bugs. They should be squishy.
Oh, absolutely. Tempestus Aquilons, which is the flying scions. I think they haven't updated them in 40k, so they're still like the guard unit.
Yeah,
I
they're
wouldn't
still
expect that.
very, very busted.
I would not expect that to last too much longer.
No, we should be having a data slate next month in December. So I'm hoping
Right.
it gets addressed there.
Right. So either get them while they're hot, or understand maybe don't buy 4 boxes of these.
Yeah, agreed.
I do like them though. They're really nice models.
Yeah, the models are sick.
It's weird. Adeptus Sororitas Aspirants, but they're just the novitiates, is what I know them as.
Yeah, I don't know. It even says novitiates on the box, but it says aspirants for some reason.
It does say that underneath there.
That's true.
It's really, it's kind of weird that they use the description for the name of the article. Anyway, they came out with, oh god, what was it? Kill Team Chalnath?
Yeah, one of the very early ones.
Yep. They're also really fun in Kill Team. They're really good right now.
Yeah.
Especially if you like flamers.
Who doesn't?
Breacher box. This one, we should probably point out that you cannot build a legal team from one box.
You can build a legal team. You cannot build a full team.
Full team. Like, okay, that's, yeah.
You can field this box and be fine, but you do not have everything you need.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, because they've been making it so that all the other ones do. They even changed the rules so that a box would finish it, but not for Breachers.
For this one, they changed it so that a box would not finish it.
Yeah, basically.
It's a shame,
So,
because
that is annoying.
they're amazing models.
Yeah, they're great. Buy 4.
Right.
I'm kidding.
No, don't!
This one in particular bothers me a little bit.
That's why I was waiting for you to talk about it, because I think you have opinions.
So, Hierotech Circle is fine. It is a unit of Immortals / Death Marks with an upgrade sprue that gets you the special Immortal, the 2 little... Oh, what are they called? The 2 little guys.
Your plasma sights.
That's what they're called. And the special Apprentech. It also comes with the the Cryptech for some reason. I understand that the original box came with the Cryptech. When Hierotech Circle came out by itself, it didn't. What I'm seeing... when in the last edition, when Hierotech Circle came out in its own box, it did not have a Cryptech in it. So this is $37 for the Cryptech, $45 for the unit that it comes with, plus the upgrade sprue, and being the tokens on top of that, which they are showing to increase the price. This is going to be an expensive box. This is $82 just in models.
So the question is, do you think it will be $82? Because I think all the other boxes are the same price.
No, they are varying prices.
Okay.
I think the most expensive one we've seen so far is $80. Maybe $85.
Oh, okay.
So I think this one's going to be $85 or $90.
Gotcha. That sucks.
Yeah, especially since this doesn't come with the 2 other options for leader, which are the Psychomancer and the Chronomancer.
I don't know. Would you want it to contain those options, though?
No. So to be complete, it would need all 3. And that would make this like a $130 box.
Right.
What I think they should have done is they should have just done the Hierotech Circle, the Immortals with the upgrade sprue, and called it good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they probably should have done that for the kill team as a whole, rather than make them the weird pseudo-commander thing. Agreed. On the flip side, in lore, it does make sense that they're the weird pseudo-commander thing, because Necrons are the ones probably least able to function as a kill team.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how we don't have a Tyranid box yet.
Nope, we don't have a Tyranid box. We don't have a Demons box anymore. They got rid of that with the new edition. I think we won't get one.
I suspect we will get Tyranids eventually.
I don't know. They would have to be, because are they really gonna like move around the board and like do their little data thing on the computer that is required for the mission? I don't think so.
Okay, you gotta remember that's literally, the Vespid already do that too. They have a mechanic for that. Because Vespid have the same thing where they have animal instincts. The only thing that keeps them in line is they have a Tau commander who is in orbit in a manta. And that's what the drone represents. So they could very easily do, here's this little nodule or whatever, this little blob of flesh that represents the hive mind.
That's a good point. I wouldn't have thought about that, because I didn't know that the Vespids were like that.
Yeah, the Vespids, and the Vespids actually have a mechanic called communion points, where you have to spend those communion points, and the points represent the Tau control over the Vespids. You have to spend them to do mission actions.
Oh, wow.
Because otherwise the bugs don't care.
That's fair. Okay, you know what?
They just want to fly up and murder somebody.
That gives me a little hope.
Yeah, you have to spend a point to do a mission action. You have to spend a point to shoot anyone over 8 inches away. You have to spend a point not to charge the closest target if you're charging.
Wow.
So they very much have mechanics in place that could represent hive mind linking and control without the normal 40k thing of like auras and bubbles.
Okay, I actually don't mind that.
No, I think it would be a great thing to do for Tyranids. Right. You could also, there are also independent Tyranid operatives. They just tend to be like, lictors.
Yeah. Then like lictor, neurolictor, that kind of thing. They have the intelligence, they have the stealth. It's just, I'm not sure they're going to be like planting bombs and whatever the Tyranid version of the bomb is, I guess.
I don't know, the Nero ones, there are some fairly smart Tyranids.
Fair enough. Anyway, now that we're done talking about Necrons.
Yeah. let's go down a bit in height. The Hearthken Salvagers. So these are, of course, your dwarfs, Leagues of Votan.
The OG dwarfs, not the Jaegers.
Right. The Jaegers already have a box. Mm-hmm. These are the Leagues of Votan.
Yep, I played against these guys fairly recently thanks to Cody, and they shoot a lot. They're also very tough. Although I was playing Chaos Cults, and Chaos Cults is not great right now, but they shoot a lot. Every time he shot, he killed something. Period. End of sentence.
Dwarf's gonna dwarf.
Of course, dwarfs are gonna dwarf. And then, of course, they got the one jump pack guy.
Hand of the Archon, aka your Jukari. Not to be confused with your Corsair Void Scars.
Correct. Because those already came out, right? Yes, they did.
Yes. This is, interestingly, this does mean we have two Jukari teams, because we have the Mandrakes and the Hand of the Archon. True.
The Mandrakes are out already.
Yep.
Nothing terribly special to talk about these guys. They were released a while ago, which is great to see them getting a new box.
They were released opposite the Judge Dredd guys, sorry. The Adeptus Arbites.
Oh, yeah.
Exaction Squad.
Which we are about to talk about momentarily.
Yes.
Up next, we have the Felgor Ravagers.
Which you have played.
I have played. Everyone's favorite 40k Beastmen.
Beastmen are only in 40k now.
That's true.
40k Beastmen in the Sigmar? What's that?
R.I.P.
I don't even play them and I'm better.
There's one in Necromunda. That's the next best.
Yeah, but he's also really, really bad.
That's true. These guys are all about melee, don't want to die. They're very fun to play just because they have the mechanic of the frenzy is when first time they die, they're injured and they need to either end their activation, take a crit, or take 2 consecutive melee attacks in a row to die. So
jeez.
They are gonna do what they're gonna do.
But given the melee and kill team, you will need that.
Yes. I did have one guy tank 3 rounds of shooting because he didn't crit.
Oh god. That sounds like my nightmare.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But an interesting thing about this is there are 10 guys in the box, and there are 11 different things you can make, including the warrior. You can take any number of. So you only need 1 box, even though you could make a warrior for an 11th model.
Best Fit are the same way, actually. You get 1 extra bug.
1 extra profile?
Yeah. No, just 1 extra. You could swap one of the specialists with a warrior if you wanted to.
But would you?
I could see situations in which you might want to. Like, I don't think you would bring the sniper in Galadark.
That's fair.
So yeah, there's a little bit of flexibility there, which is kind of nice.
So
but yeah, they have
that.
No, you don't need to because you have the 11th guy.
That's true. All right, moving on.
Farstalker Kinband, the other side of the Tau. Yeah, Tau have 3, which I think is the most of anyone.
I think so.
Well, not counting Imperium as if you count Imperium as 1 full thing, and I guess if you count Imperial Guard, yeah, because Guard also get Khazarkin, Deathcore, and Scions.
That's true. They would be tied.
These are the crew that came opposite the Breachers.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Next.
Speaking of Deathcore, hey, this is just a reminder that the Deathcore are getting an entirely new army box.
Yep.
So, God, I hope this box isn't too much more expensive, because it's going to be the only way to get those Deathcore infantry unless they release a non-kill team version, which I don't think they'll do.
They might do it online only.
Maybe that is my hope.
That is an option. But yes, I agree that this would be the only way to get that. And like I said, 20 minutes ago, I'm recording for 16. Like I said, they've been increasing the price just because the tokens are in there. So it would kind of suck out to buy those just for 40K.
Right.
Anyway.
So I really hope there's alternate ways to get these guys.
Agreed.
We probably won't find out.
Especially since I'll probably be buying some.
Yeah, we probably won't find out until that full box comes out later. I mean, whoever knows how long.
Yeah, fair enough. And on to Judge Dredd and friends.
The Exaction Squad.
The RBTs. You haven't played these guys. No, you played the Inquisitional.
Yes, these guys can in the Inquisition, but I have not yet.
Okay.
I want to try them with that. They have the shields that let you parry 2 attacks. They get to hit first in melee. They're quite interesting.
Cool. And of course, the models look great.
Yes.
And we got Cyber Doggo.
Yes. The other best boy.
Yeah, the other best boy on this list. And then we get Blades of Cain, which is...
This is the weird one.
This is the weird one? Go on.
Yeah, because this is the one where you can build a team out of striking scorpions, but you can also use howling banshees or dire avengers.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. But this just gives you striking scorpions.
Correct.
That's awkward.
It's kind of interesting that for Drukhari, it was like, okay, you have an entirely different team of mandrakes and an entirely different team of the Kabalites.
Yeah.
And for Eldari, it was like, yeah, whatever, you all together.
Nah.
I guess Eldari do work more together, whereas the Drukhari tend to exist in their own little sub-factions more because they don't like each other.
Yeah, true.
But
who does?
It's an odd thing.
That is strange.
I don't know how good or not this team is. I haven't heard.
I haven't either. I'm not a huge Eldar fan, although Cody just picked up some... I don't know if he got striking scorpions or not.
He did. He's been painting them.
Nice. So maybe he'll have an opinion on them.
We'll report back later.
Yeah.
And then this one, it kind of... I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it does kind of annoy me.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see these two teams, the Angels of Death and the Plague Marines, released on their own.
Yeah, that is a little interesting they decided not to do that.
Well, they were, once upon a time, they were super, rare models. Yep. It looks like they've decided to at least keep them somewhat rare by making them starter set only.
Yeah, starter set only. I guess you can, piece them together by buying, 5 different boxes.
No, the sculpts are different.
Well, yeah, but, there's...
Oh, you mean just to use the rules?
Yeah. Because they're intended to be, a sniper and assault intercessors and regular intercessors and a captain and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I did last time I played them. Because I don't have the Space Marine Heroes kit, and I did not buy the starter kit, but I had at least one of each of all those models, except for the heavy intercessors, because I don't own heavy intercessors.
And I feel like that's the intention. Obviously, if you want these sculpts, you have to buy the starter box, but you don't need the starter box to have what you need for the team.
Which is baffling, because with the exception of Eldari, they have moved away from that in every other team.
Yeah, but this is Space Marines.
I guess. Space Marine and Elves, the two factions that GW can't ever actually balance correctly.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing, because that was kind of what the compendium, Kill Team originally, in Kill Team 2018 or 16 or whatever, was, use your models for 40k in Kill Team. And then with Kill Team 2021, they released the compendium so you could keep doing that, but then they started releasing these discrete teams.
Yeah. And
with much more limited options.
Decided without saying that they were just ignoring the compendiums.
Right, and then with this edition, Kill Team 2024, 2023, when did this come out again? I don't remember. Kill Team 3rd edition. Yeah, they took the compendium out back behind the shed and old Yellered it, officially, and this is kind of the last vestiges of that.
That is true. And I don't know why they picked Plague Marines, but they did.
Because they came in a box.
Yeah.
That's why.
Anyway. So yeah, we have the Angels of Death cards, Plague Marine cards, not the individual boxes. Starter set only, or, build your own.
Yeah, or you had that box originally from ages ago.
Yep. And I honestly did not think we were going to see this. Lieutenant Titus.
Well, read the fine print.
Oh, God.
Because we're still not going to see this. Available only at Warhammer stores.
Okay.
And not in Japan or China.
Wow. Screw you guys, I guess. Okay,
yeah,
so we, as in you and me, will still not see this.
Correct. So this is Titus, now a Primaris Lieutenant. Unfortunately, he became the meme. He used to be a captain. And then he got demoted. So at time of recording, the Steam Autumn sale was on. And I did buy in Space Marine 2.
Oh.
And 10 hours of playtime on Friday and Saturday later, I have finished the campaign for Space Marine 2.
Wow. Is that why you didn't come to play 40k with us?
That's not the reason why I didn't come to play 40k with you. I was done by that point. By that point, I was playing the co-op. No, it is quite a fun game if you are into shooty games. It is a very 40k game, I will say. And Titus is the most Marine character to have ever been a Marine character.
Yeah, I bet.
If you find Space Marines boring, I don't think you'll find Titus any more interesting than any other Space Marine. Brother!
Yeah, his only was going to say the only pronoun he cares about is brother. I'm going to cut that.
Yes. No, leave it in. Come on. Brother. Yeah, there's lots of brother there. Good game. This is a good mini.
Yeah,
it was originally available in that, the boxed game from Barnes & Noble?
So, yeah, it was the Space Marine board game that had Tyranid Termagants in it.
Yes.
And then they released basically the same box with half the Termagants and called it the Space Marine 2 board game.
Yes.
Which I found very funny.
Well, this guy wasn't in the original Space Marine one.
Yeah, he was. It's the same model.
Wait, for Space Marine 2, right?
So they released that box twice.
Okay.
And it was this model and Tyranids. For some reason, they released it twice. I remember.
Interesting. Was it the same? Was the same game twice?
I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Anyway.
Oh, was one of them for Barnes & Noble and one of them for Warhammer stores?
Oh, maybe. Maybe that's why they did it twice.
Yeah. I want to see what he looks like with a helmet, even though nobody wears helmets in the campaign because everyone just wants to get shot in the dome, apparently.
No,
but
you have to recognize him.
You know what? I will hand it to the game. There is an option for it. You can toggle it.
Nice. Okay, that is good.
You can choose to have everybody be helmeted and not understand who the heck anybody is because they all look the same with the helmets on.
So that's why so GW wanted you to know why nobody wears helmets.
Well, they did give one of your squad mates a robotic arm just so you can tell him apart from the other one.
Cool.
Warhammer never changed.
Nope.
I want to see what he looks like with the helmet. I don't particularly like this pose, honestly.
Yeah, it's a little... I think I heard Eons of Battle J say he looks like he's about to fall over.
Yeah,
he's like tripping backwards.
It looks like he's dancing.
Anyway, yeah,
we talked a lot about a miniature neither of us can get.
He does have a helmet option.
I want to see what that looks like.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to small.
Titanicus Smalicus evil version.
Yes, and I don't play Titanicus, but I am a fan of some Dark Mechanicum.
Yeah, these models sick.
So we've got the Cerberus Overlord Heavy Stalkers, which, I mean, they almost look Necronish, but you can tell they're not, because they're also just chaos enough.
Yeah, okay, so I've built the, what's his name? Can't remember his name. The guy on the giant spider thing for Chaos Space Marines.
Arch Discordant?
Yeah, Lord Discordant.
Lord Discordant, yeah,
the
I know who you're talking about.
Affectionately Disco Lord. And the claws, the feet, I guess, is the word for it, are very, very similar. And I love that model. And
so I will say that it's good to know that even in the 30th millennium, when you go evil, you get Baroque trim.
That's true. You still get your golden... Oh my god, painting golden trim on something that small.
Yeah, I know. That makes me want to commit Sudoku, but like...
Yeah, I would like to vomit now, please.
But man, they look nice. But yeah, I guess that's just always been a thing that the Demon Forges of Dark Mechanicum do. It's just like, well, we're evil, so you know what? Better case that in some gold.
God. Yep, no, you're not wrong. I didn't even think about that.
So we've got the Heavy Stalkers and then the Stalker Contracts.
We got little worm guys.
Yeah.
Little Dr. Worms.
And then we also have the Thanatar Siege Automata, because both factions can use this. It's a lot like, how in Horus Heresy, both sides can use the same models, basically. And it's the same thing here.
Yep. Just paint them black with gold trim. You're fine.
And then we get some tiles?
Yeah, the elevated plaza?
I want to know how big these are.
Me too.
I'm sure that someone who plays Titanicus can, or not Titanicus, sorry, Legions Imperialis could tell us, that, because it's probably something that's already used to, but I have not seen these in person yet.
Me either. Honestly, these interest me a little bit.
So, there was a company, I forget who it was. Was it Secret Weapon Miniatures, the one who went out of business? Anyway, there was a company that made, 12-inch by 12-inch tiles, kind of like the Necromunda tiles.
Yeah.
Except they were for, normal terrain, outside terrain.
Oh.
And they were made of plastic. But the reason I never pulled the trigger of them, despite looking at them every single Adepticon I've ever passed them, is that they had, variations in terrain size, like hills and stuff, and I figured, God, it would be really hard to place terrain on that.
Yes.
You would have to integrate it into the board, and then kind of have like a tile in like the Zone Mortalis tiles, where you're supposed to like place tiles to build a board. You could do it. 40k in its current incarnation does not encourage that kind of terrain building.
That's true. Because I've seen like Lord of the Rings boards be like this vast, like hilly landscape, and I was like, of course, Lord of the Rings by itself doesn't have very much terrain. It puts like 4 or 5 pieces of terrain on the board. But yeah, for 40k, I could not imagine.
Where terrain is life or death, and like the only thing stopping, keeping the game somewhat playable. Yeah, it would be interesting. But these are flatter.
They are.
And in fact, they even say they're quite, meant to like, it's elevated plazas, so you can put the Civitas Imperialis pieces on top of them.
Right. I'm thinking like gun emplacements or something like that would be cool.
Yeah, this could be cool for Kill Team. This could be cool for lots of games, depending on the size and, of course, the price.
Yeah.
I have a feeling these will be online only, but I don't know for sure.
Me too, and probably too expensive. if the...
Well, that goes without saying.
Fair enough. If the Necromunda tiles have any relation.
Yeah, that's it. If those are our baseline, then yeah, I'm never buying these. But he says owning several Necromunda tile sets.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say.
Don't put me on blast. I can do it myself.
Yeah, put yourself on blast.
I don't need you for that. Anyway, I like the idea, though.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, this is interesting to me. I want to see it in person, and it might make its way into my... I almost said my pocket. Make its way onto my boards.
This won't fit in your pocket.
It won't fit in my pocket.
Unless you have 90s cargo pants.
These could also be very, very small. These are only 3 inches wide.
That would be very funny.
That would be very funny.
But I don't think so.
Anyway.
I do want to call out, I know we don't normally talk about Black Library, but this is a special book that a lot of people are big fans of.
Oh, yeah. Infinite. Oh, my God. The special edition cover is so pretty.
The Infinite Divine is one of the highest rated Black Library books in a long time.
Yeah. I own it, still haven't cracked it. It is supposed to be very, very good.
Right. And I gotta say, this cover is boss.
It is. It's amazing. And he's got the purple metallic on the pages.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me too. Not that I'll ever own it because it's, limited edition and scalpers be scalping.
Yeah, no, I'll never. This is a lot like the Titus miniature. I'll never actually see this in real life. Well, that's it for us this Sunday. Good if you're a fan of Kill Team. I don't know if I'll be getting Brutal and Cunning. I'm just not a fan of Ratlings.
Yeah, I won't be picking up this box because I also don't like Ratlings. Unless I could pawn the Ratlings off onto somebody, because I do really like the orcs.
If Ratlings turn out to be also good in Imperial Guard, I'm just going to eat a shoe.
They're just always -1 to hit because you're aiming too high.
I believe they actually do have that rule, yes.
No.
It's not called that, but it's like stealthy. They're always -1 to hit and cover or something stupid like that.
The number of times I've played against dwarves in Necromunda, and I can't see them because they're too short.
Best cover?
Yeah. Anyway,
I imagine we won't get any new Ratling rules until the new Codex, though. So
no, not likely.
That'll be a future. I don't know. I do really like the terrain.
The terrain looks good, and it's going to match. I will be getting the Volcus box, though, because I did not pick up Hivestorm.
Volcus is one of my favorite terrain pieces in a while, so this terrain set going with it makes me really want it, in addition to the fact I do like those orcs.
Yeah. Let's see if we can each pawn off some Ratlings onto somebody. That doesn't also
I'm the local guard player. That doesn't work. And I'm not even really playing 40k right now.
I'll pawn mine off onto you then.
Oh no, I refuse. You can't make me buy more hobbits.
I can't.
Nasty hobbitses.
No, that is already up for pre-order.
There's no hobbits in those sets.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway, that's it from us this Sunday. We'll let you know as we get closer to the holidays. We'll probably have an off week sometime here soon, but you never know.
I'm guessing next week because it was pointed out to me that if next week they don't announce anything, the release week, quote unquote, would be in between Christmas and New Year's. So I'm gonna guess that week.
The thing is, with GW, they could just go, YOLO.
They could just go all out anyway.
YOLO, here's the Deathcore Army box. Buy it for Christmas. If they do that, God, I hope I get Christmas money, because otherwise I'm in trouble.
Me too.
All right. Well, let us know below what Kill Team, if any, you're most excited for, and we will see you next Sunday.
Bye-bye.